As I continued my journey through the lush, rolling green hills, I reached the middle region of the North Island, best known as the home of Tongariro National Park. This is the oldest national park in New Zealand, which stretches around 3 active volcanoes and emerald lakes. It's home to the famed Tongariro Alpine Crossing, which is widely regarded as one of the world's best hikes. As luck would have it, just as I was changing out my micro SD card, it slipped from my hand and fell into a crack, never to be seen again. This compromised the entire journey that I captured, and I unfortunately lost all the footage from this incredible hike. I dusted myself off after that debacle and drove up towards the city of Taupo. It sits on the shores of the massive Lake Taupo with attractions like the Hole-in-One Challenge, where participants try to shoot a golf ball on a floating platform. Additionally, this is also the site of the world's coolest McDonald's. Who knew? Same quality food, but diners can eat inside a real hollowed-out cargo plane. I also went to nearby Huka Falls, which is a roaring set of waterfalls draining from Lake Taupo. Its bright blue water is truly captivating, and around 220,000 liters of water is forced out through the chasm every second. Rotorua was the next stop on my journey. Regarded as a relaxing spa town for locals and tourists, this medium-sized city is known for its geothermal activity beneath the ground scattered about the region. There's a whole street dedicated to upscale dining, but I decided to stop by the local Pig and Whistle. This was an old police station that's been converted into a restaurant, which is just hilarious, but the food and vibe here is top-notch, and I recommend giving this place a go if you are in the area. Not far from Rotorua lies the Waimangu Volcanic Valley. This protected hydrothermal reserve is home to the largest hot spring in the world, with an average temperature of 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. There are lots of prismatic springs, vents, and volcanic craters along the path, including some truly spectacular acidic lakes like the Inferno Crater Lake, which is the largest geyser-like feature in the entire world.
So trippy. So trippy.
At the end of the day, I decided to post up at Waikiki Valley Thermal Pools. For just $28, they offer a spot to Freedom Camp, as well as an all-access pass to their heated freshwater pools that are hydrothermally powered. The kitchen area is small and primitive, but it wasn't a big deal when you have all these beautiful, clean, relaxing pools just waiting to relax and rejuvenate the body after a long, strenuous day. The following day, I set my sights on rafting the Kaituna River, offering up some of the best Class 5 whitewater and the world's highest commercially rated waterfall. I went with the guys at Kaituna Cascades. The river winds through a beautiful rainforest-lined canyon, and there are even areas to take a quick dip before the big plunge at Tutea Falls. We settled in, braced ourselves for the drop, and somehow did not flip.
Oh my God!
The other rafts, however, a fantastic day on the whitewaters and highly recommended. A top bucket list destination for me was the Hobbiton Movie Set tour. As a well-known filming location for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, it's accessed after a short bus ride to the fictional village with a certified guide. Upon walking in, it was like being transported to a different realm. There are 44 hobbit holes in total, and the careful attention to detail is pretty staggering. The tour is approximately 2 hours, with stops along the way explaining how the village came to be, as well as an explanation of a film technique like forced perspective to sell the illusion of height difference for the actors portraying the small hobbits. Towards the end of the tour, we were treated to a complimentary beer at the Green Dragon pub.
So we're going to the Green Dragon to have some complimentary beers. The stout here apparently is the only one you can get anywhere in New Zealand, and let's go try it out.
There's 3 options for alcoholic and 1 for non-alcoholic beers available. Whether you're a fan of The Lord of the Rings or not, there's no denying the amazing views and finding elaborate props that are scattered about this magical area. It's a testament to amazing filmmaking, and even though it was a rainy day, it still made the experience a memorable one. Due to high demand, a 4 to 5 day advance booking is highly recommended.
Lars, our tour guide. Thanks for everything, man. It's good times. Cheers, brother.
I finally reached the big metro city of Auckland a few days later. It's the most populous city in New Zealand, with a beautiful harbor and waterfront area in the downtown sector. Plenty of high-end shopping I've come to expect, and a relatively good public transit system as well. The train system is easy and straightforward, with on-time service to get you around the city. I got to celebrate New Zealand's win in the Rugby World Cup final, as well as watch some local UFC athletes competing. I didn't stay long in the city and decided to cross the bridge to the town of Devonport. It's a beautiful suburb sitting at the mouth of the harbor, and I was impressed with its colonial architecture, fine dining, and some of the best views of downtown Auckland you can get. The area is a primary base for the Royal New Zealand Navy, and there are lots of cool artillery emplacements around the area that were built to protect the sovereign nation from invaders. The North Head Hill is also a former military fortification and has one of the best spots to watch the sun set over the Auckland skyline. For my final video in the series, I'll be heading up to the Northland. This area is as grand as it is vast and rural. Follow along with me as I close out my campervan road trip through this epic country. Thank you so much for subscribing and sticking with me throughout this whole journey. See you next time.